Mitch Marner is gone. The Toronto Maple Leafs have traded forward Mitch Marner to the Vegas Golden Knights in a deal that sees the superstar leave Toronto for the first time in a decade. In this video, we will break down the trade and talk about what it means for both teams involved. Make sure to watch till the end to hear all my thoughts, and be sure to subscribe to the channel for more sports content just like this. Without further ado, let's begin. So, let's talk about the trade. Per Elliot Friedman, the Leafs re-signed Mitch Marner to an 8-year deal with an AAV of $12 million and then trade him to the Vegas Golden Knights for forward Nicholas Waugh. The trade is 1-for-1. Honestly, I am glad that we did get something for Marner as opposed to losing him for nothing on July 1st. I would have liked a little bit more in this deal, maybe like a draft pick or two, but honestly, Nicholas Waugh is a very solid two-way center who will slot in perfectly as our 3C behind John Tavares. Waugh is 28 years old and is going into year 4 of 5 of a 5-year, $15 million contract, which means the AAV is $3 million. That is a perfect price to pay for a third-line center. With this trade, I would only assume that Scott Laughton now slides down to the fourth-line center, which means you now have a center core of Matthews, Tavares, Waugh, and Laughton. Adding that with the Maccelli trade, which I will talk about in a later video, if Toronto can make one or two more decent top 6 or top 9 signings in free agency, this team will have a very deep forward core, something we have not seen in the Core 4 era. Once all the dust settles, I will make a video recapping Mitch's entire tenure as a Leaf, but this does suck. It needed to happen, but that doesn't mean it sucks any less. Ultimately, like other players, I will give him that. Mitch just couldn't get it done in the playoffs. The Core 4 has been a thing since the 2018-19 season, and it's seen 2 series wins. Change needed to happen. Matthews and Nylander are locked up to deals that already include no movement clauses. Tavares took a discount. Mitch just wasn't going to do that, so we had to move on. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like losing a 100-point Selke level winger isn't a bad thing for this team, but at least the Leafs got a solid two-way middle 6 center back in return. Vegas Golden Knight fans and the Vegas Golden Knights, I think you're going to love this player. He just wasn't made for Toronto, and it takes a very special breed to be made for Toronto, and Mitch just wasn't one of those players. Now he's in a nice situation, not a lot of media pressure, the team's already won a cup. Him and Jack Eichel are going to be a deadly duo. I think this is going to be very, very good for you guys, and I think this is going to be very, very good for Mitch as well. I am very intrigued to see what the Leafs will do on July 1st. Once the Marner trade officially goes through, they will have approximately $6 million in cap space. I do think they should trade both of Kampf and Järnkrok. That frees up another $5.5 million, gives you $11.5 million to spend in free agency. I think they have the cap space to build a really deep and a really solid team. Something, like I said, that we have not seen in this era. So far, Brad Treliving has had a fantastic offseason, and I am very intrigued to see where he and the team go from here. So that does it for this video. We hope you enjoyed the very first video on this account, and stay tuned for much more. We got free agency, we got the nice extension, the Tavares extension, Lorentz extension, the Matias Maccelli trade. There's a whole lot of Leafs and Raptors news that we will be covering, so stay tuned for that. If you've made it this far and you've liked what you've seen, please be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and turn on notifications so you know whenever we upload. We appreciate you all taking time out of your day to watch our videos, and hopefully we will see you all again very soon.